Tidjane Thiam was elected leader of Côte d'Ivoire's main opposition party, the PDCI, in December 2023. The expectation was that he would contest this year's presidential election, which is slated for October. However, a court ruled earlier this year that the 62-year-old was not eligible because of his dual Ivorian-French nationality at the time of registration. When the list of candidates was released on Wednesday, the former Credit Suisse chief, who since relinquished his French passport, didn't see his name. It's a turn of events that has riled his supporters.
We want President Thiam to be reinstated on the electoral roll and to be a candidate in the 2025 presidential elections because we want change.
Justice manipulated by an individual. We say no. Enough is enough. We want the rule of law to be established in Côte d'Ivoire.
3 other opposition candidates were also excluded from the list. They include ex-President Laurent Gbagbo and the exiled former Prime Minister Guillaume Soro. With anger and frustration growing, there are now fears of major political unrest in the months ahead. Tidjane Thiam was widely seen as the main challenger to President Alassane Ouattara, who won in 2020 after a disputed election left dozens dead and where opposition candidates boycotted the election.
In Côte
d'Ivoire, we tend to be afraid before elections because the political atmosphere is not really gentle. The removal of certain political actors will not ease tensions as the elections approach. I think as Ivorian citizens, this could create unrest because there are opposition supporters of Thiam who will feel excluded from the electoral process.
However, Thiam and his supporters have faced criticism for their reaction. Many feel they are fomenting chaos by not accepting the judgment of the courts.
There could be a plan B if they accepted the court's verdict, but it's because they don't believe in justice, so they reject everything that comes from this justice.
Thiam, who has been away from Côte d'Ivoire for more than 2 months, has appealed to the UN Human Rights Committee, his party has said. But experts believe it may be too little, too late. And whether his party decide to accept the court's decision or to fight it in the coming weeks and months remains to be seen. Joy Kiruki Juma, CGTN.